So it gives me much pleasure to be here this morning to see that the landowners in this area are now going beyond the boundaries which they were confined to. And I can tell you that this type of venture complements immensely towards the tourism industry in Fiji. The traditional view of tourism in Fiji has been that the tourists come, they go to the beach, they lie on the sand, they sunbake, they snorkel, they dive. But we have not been able to create what we call the ancillary services to the tourism industry. We of course had one here with the orchid garden, and we had tourists coming here. But there's numerous other opportunities. And as Fijians, we need to be able to tap into that market. We need the tourism dollar to be able to spend as much as possible with Fijians. Not simply staying with the bigger companies, with the bigger travel companies, with the bigger hotels, but to get that tourism dollar converted to spend with the local people. And these types of opportunities here that you have created will benefit you immensely. And so it is a very, very auspicious occasion. But let me also highlight to you the need to ensure that we have sustainability. We need to have quality. And I think that has probably been one of the major problems that we have had in Fiji, that whenever people have ventured into these types of projects, these types of business ventures, the continuity has not been there. So I would urge you all to work with us through the Ministry of Industry and Trade, through the Ministry of Tourism, where we can provide you that support, where we can provide you that knowledge base. We can get you in touch with people who can give you that assistance. So you have continuity and sustainability in this business. And it is very, very critical to have that. I think I'd like to highlight another bigger point. And that is that the land resources that the Itauke people have, it must be seen as an asset. It must be seen as an asset from which you can benefit directly from it. A land not being used, which can be used, is of really no financial benefit to you. And what we have today, as far as the legal framework is concerned, the Fijian Constitution, beyond any doubt, guarantees ownership of Itauke land. So there is no problems about that. It guarantees the customary practices. It now even says that any royalties that you derive from the ground, 6 feet below, you get a fair share of that. All of that is now encapsulated in our Constitution. The answer now is, the situation now is, what do we do so that you can benefit from it? So this, ladies and gentlemen, is now a wonderful platform from which we can all venture into, in particular the Itauke landowners. And we want to work together with you. We want to provide you that assistance so you can, and not just you, but the future generations can benefit from it. And as Mr. Tora said, that this business venture is not just for now, but also the future generation, the children, the grandchildren. And no country in the world has ever been prosperous, has ever done well, has never been economically sound, if they have not had long-term goals, long-term plans. Unfortunately, and I have to say this, because we've got elections around the corner, I'm not campaigning, but elections are just around the corner, September 17th. But if you see and if you listen to the speak of most politicians, they are only trying to tell you things that will make them win a seat or win your vote. So if people are talking about, oh, I'll reduce the price of food, they don't tell you most of the food in Fiji is imported. Oh, I'll reduce VAT. They don't tell you that you lose $290 million if you reduce VAT by 5%. But it's always short-term goals. You must think about policies and issues that has a 10, 15, 20-year plan. That's how all countries have become wonderful. I'll just give you a very short example. I was in Vanua Levu on the weekend, and the ATR 72 that has been recently purchased by Fiji Link cannot take a full load to Vanua Levu, Wailevu. Cannot. Because their runway is too short. And the runway is actually built between two small rivers. The same river, but it winds along. So it's built between the river. The people who built that airport should have thought that in 10, 20 years' time or 30 years' time, there'll be bigger planes. We need longer runway. And on the other side of the river, it's flat land as far as your eyes can see. So they did not plan. They did not think about the future. It was just trying to address a situation then and there. So if Fiji is to progress, and if Fiji is to become prosperous, and if Fiji is to ensure that all Fijians benefit, then we have to think long term. And this project here today is obviously has that mindset, has obviously that ability to think, okay, we need to put in place a project that will benefit everybody. You need to now obviously tap into the tourism market. Tourism Fiji can help you do that. You need to have brochures. Tourists need to know about this. I was in Raki Raki about 2-3 years ago, where a particular village started dolphin watching. Till now it does not happen, because the people there did not continue with the product that they said they would deliver. You are very, very lucky. You're very close to Nadi airport. You're very close to the resorts. We can help you develop that connectivity, and I urge you all to be able to work together to ensure that that level of product continuity is there. So I want to wish the people who put this project together all the best. We're here to work and cooperate with you, and I'm sure you'll do wonderfully well. Mr. Tora, all that escarpment, you can put wonderful villas up there. I'll be one of the people who can come and rent it. It's beautiful views. There are many opportunities like this that exist. So the area here gives you those opportunities. Please think about it. Please plan about it. And then I'm sure that with this type of venture that has commenced today, you'll do wonderfully well. I have a bit of a dry mouth because I'm anticipating the horse ride. And even though I am from Nandronga, and my wife is from Nandronga, I'm not very good at riding horses. So thank you very much, Nakavakalevu, for inviting us here this evening. It gives us much pleasure to be here, and I look forward to meeting all of you informally later. Naka, thank you.